All right, let's go. With all the fear and uncertainty in the market right now, I'd like to offer you this simple advice.
Chill out! Everyone chill! Take a chill pill! I don't have time for your f***ing stress!
Of course, the topic everyone is talking about right now is
China. 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 China.
We all witnessed the slap heard round the world.
Get him out of here!
Some people are definitely getting a little nervous. Yes, Paris, Trump is burying me. But you have to admit that the back and forth has been nothing short of very entertaining. So while dictator Xi is definitely a little butthurt right now, the truth remains.
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.
And a fair warning to everyone, you know we go hard on this channel, but in this video, I'm pulling out all the stops. So as you're scrolling through all the libtarded comments below, just know on the other end of that comment, this is what's happening in real time. Is there even a name for that body shape? Some are playing checkers, some are playing chess, and others are just playing. So while we may only be a week or so away from seeing Chinese flags in people's bio, and we may have to deliver some uncomfortable news, I think the one thing we can all agree on is, if you're waiting for the Chinese to blink, well, good luck detecting that. Big news right here. Ripple announced it is acquiring Hidden Road for $1.25 billion, becoming the first crypto company to own and operate a global multi-asset prime broker.
What does this add to the Ripple business?
It's all coming together. So we've talked for a long while about institutional decentralized finance. Many of us here talk about institutions coming into the world of blockchain and DeFi, and this is going to blast that into a new milestone, kind of a new stratosphere. So the idea here is Hidden Road, through its prime broker business, is able to supercharge a lot of what we do. So using Ripple USD, the stable coin, as collateral for all of its prime brokerage services, as well as using XRP Ledger for a lot of its post-trade services.
We also saw this. In a 52-44 vote, the Senate has confirmed Paul Atkins to be the next chair of the Securities and Exchange Commission. And from Big D, John Deaton predicts timeline for XRP to flip Ethereum as XRP ETF debuts with a bang. This article and everything referenced in this video is linked below, but to summarize, pro-crypto lawyer John D says that XRP could overtake Ethereum's market capitalization by the end of 2025. He notes the debut of the first US XRP ETF, which recorded a massive $5.43 million in trading volume. He goes on to say that XRP's community and the ETF momentum could propel it past Ethereum's current $178 billion valuation. And you can see this right here. XRP ETF buys are open on Charles Schwab. And this is pretty interesting as well. From Ali Charts on X, despite the recent volatility, the XRP network is growing stronger, now reaching an all-time high of 6.26 million addresses holding at least one XRP. And even Charles is trying to get in on the action. So while the ever-changing tariffs are definitely causing a lot of market volatility right now, it may be a little bit too early to start sipping on those pina coladas. Remember that there is no crying in the casino, Panikin. Those who show weakness are gonna take it the hardest. Cause if you come at me next week complaining that you missed out, I'm just gonna send you this pic to let you know I was fucking right. But for now, I have some important questions to ask.
Would you be willing to eat a log of your own shit if that would help get Trump out?
If I had to, I would. That's how much I hate the man. He's a narcissist.
How much shit would you be willing to eat to get rid of him? Like actual logs?
I'm not going to exaggerate, but I'll do within reason what I have to do.
So it'd have to be a reasonable amount of shit. Like if it was a full dump truck that's starting to get out of control.
No, I'm definitely not going to eat a whole dump truck, but I will do what I have to.
What if it was just like a smaller car, like an Aztec or something like that, and the trunk was just full of the shit?
I hate him, but I'm not going to do anything that's going to go against me either.
You'd be willing to eat maybe like a log or two, but you're not going to eat like a full dump truck worth to get rid of Trump for your country.
Eat a little bit, but that's about it. Just to show that I do not like the man.
What's the most you'd eat, like a bowl?
Maybe a bowl, yeah.
It's always good to be realistic.
What is the weirdest thing about conservatives?
That they're brainwashed, they're all cultish.
Huge news right here. According to Standard Chartered Bank, XRP will reach $12.50 before the end of President Trump's second term. Again, this article is linked below, but in summary, Standard Chartered predicts Ripple's XRP could reach $12.50 by the end of President Trump's second term in 2028. This would represent a 690% surge from its current position. The bank cites XRP's role in cross-border payments, the resolution of the SEC case, and ETF approvals as key drivers, aligning XRP's growth with Bitcoin. And check this out, XRP futures trading volume across all exchanges just hit a new monthly high of $21.62 billion. And we'll take a look at some more target price levels in just a minute, but first, let's take a look at some other top headlines.
I consider Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez to be the leader of the Democratic Party. She's entitled to her opinion. I'm entitled to mine. As I've said about her before, I think she's the reason there are directions on a shampoo bottle. Our plan for dealing with her is called Operation Let Her Speak.
U.S. inflation drops to 2.4% in March. This number came in lower than projections and is mainly due to reduced energy costs. Wheel of Fortune making the case against DEI.
C.
Yeah, there are two C's. Wow. Wow. Okay.
I saw.
Oh, that'd be a good idea, yeah.
Mythological hero H-list.
I was literally shaking last night as CNN committed this heinous crime against humanity.
I want to introduce Grace Thomas. She's a local civil rights attorney. She's a Democrat. Grace?
They, them pronouns, actually. Thank you.
Oh.
They went on to say,
Maria, I think it's unfortunate that the Chinese actually don't want to come and negotiate because exports to the U.S. are 5 times our exports to China. So they can raise their tariffs, but so what?
Jasmine Crockett makes her case for why we need immigrants.
We done picking cotton.
I'm writing to the White House to demand who knew in advance that the president was going to once again flip-flop on tariffs, and are people cashing in? There is just all too much opportunity for people in the White House and the administration to be insider trading.
Adam Shifty Shifts. Can you believe this guy? He's got the smallest neck I've ever seen and the biggest head. We call him watermelon head. I'd say, how could that big fat face stand on a neck that looked like this finger? It's a mystery. Nobody can understand it. But he's one of the most dishonest human beings I've ever seen.
On the day Donald Trump leaves office, the Justice Department may indict him.
Very strongly in favor of indicting the president when he is out of office.
I don't think the incoming president should be threatening his political opponents with jail time. That's not the kind of talk we should hear from a president in a democracy.
China to ban the import of U.S. films. Not sure if this is because they saw Snow White or the new trailer for the Little Mermaid remake. Donald Trump signs an executive order to end the war against water pressure.
Hey, the super's in my bathroom changing my shower head. Have they changed your shower head?
No, he's doing mine next. They're low flow, you know.
Low flow? Well, I don't like the sound of that.
In my case, I like to take a nice shower to take care of my beautiful hair.
Somebody keyed the crap out of my Tesla, a car I bought 6 years ago in the state of California, because I'm concerned about climate change. Oh, but some amazing resistance fighter keyed the crap out of it, and that's gonna do it. Voting didn't work, but this defiling the car of a fellow liberal, we did it, guys. We got him. Today's our Liberation Day. Go celebrate.
Here is the crew after a long day of keying cars. And this Kamala Hillary 2028 campaign video is wild.
Brought out the pink Lamborghini, just a race with China. What the race to China? Just a race in China.
All right, let's take a look at the updated price action for both XRP and Bitcoin. And we start right here by looking at the XRP weekly chart. The hidden bullish divergence that we've been talking about for several weeks on the weekly time frame has been negated. However, when we look at the 2-week scale, the divergence may still be in play as long as XRP closes above the $2.09 mark by next Sunday's weekly close. Even though these divergences are negated, it doesn't necessarily mean we are into a bear market. but it does add towards the probability of another downfall to this orange fib retracement box that we've been talking about since the local top was hit at $3.37. We need to be paying more attention to the SRSI on both the BTC and XRP charts. If both lines do not cross above this 20 level on a weekly scale, this will add more bearish momentum, and you would expect more downside potential. As I have told you, I will not add unless this orange box does get hit below this $1.60 level. We got close last night as XRP did drop to $1.65. And if we take a look over here at the chart for Bitcoin, if we take a look at BTC on a weekly scale, you can see we are still within this descending broadening wedge pattern. However, we are nowhere near the top of this pattern, and we are far below the simple moving average. If Bitcoin does drop into this orange fib retracement box between 64K and 74K, that would be an area I would look to add more. The weekly scale also shows potential hidden bullish divergences comparing RSI, SRSI, and the price. However, as I mentioned, the SRSI does need to cross back above this 20 level soon, or you would expect another bearish move down. So you know I'll be watching, and I'll keep you updated with any new information. My hope is that this video brings you as much joy as Howard Lutnick gets from watching President Trump sign executive orders. We will not stand idly by while they take our rights away. Always remember that the people that are calling Elon stupid thought this guy was a genius. We are here to speak the truth, even if some people get offended. Jay Powell, it is your move.
I actually just woke up an hour ago, threw on a suit, and didn't even wash my balls, but it's okay.
And if you have a couple more minutes, you may also like this video right here, a massive warning to all XRP holders. Until the next time, be safe.